Hello, everyone. Without being a total conspiracy theorist, someone that believes in conspiracy theories, I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on this? Your thoughts, not my thoughts, your thoughts. Now, I do have my thoughts. I will tell you mine as well. But do you think it's possible that Joe Biden, current sitting president, is being sabotaged by his own re-election campaign? Is it possible? Because I was just thinking, wow, is it possible? Because some of his most recent blunders, this is not his most recent, this one was a few days ago, when he said his uncle was eaten by cannibals. Now they're saying, he said he was a fighter pilot and he was shot down over New Guinea, and his uncle was eaten by cannibals. Well, there's a lot of problems. That one, he was a passenger, not a pilot. Number two, it was engine failure, it wasn't shot down. Number three, it was not a fighter plane, any kind of a plane like that. It was a reconnaissance plane, it looks like, or maybe something in logistics. So none of that was true. Also, it's kind of, I don't know, it's almost like you would think you'd see on Gilligan's Island. Did you used to watch Gilligan's Island? And you'd see the witch doctor, and they'd have a bone in their nose, and they would carry a spear, and they would say things, me, you, and it was very, very, a lot of stereotypes were being used. Probably racism was being used. That, the people, we don't know where Gilligan's Island was. We don't say he was in New Guinea, but what they were saying basically is that is what you would encounter if you were stranded on an island. And so supposedly his uncle was crashed and died in this gun battle or whatever. And also, do they eat? Are they like vultures? These cannibals? Do they eat our dead bodies? A bloody old dead body, or do they go out and hunt a fresh kill? If you were killed in a plane and all that fuel and fire and all that, I guess you could be cooked. But wouldn't you be less desirable than you would a nice fresh body, fresh kill? I don't know, but that's just one of his things. Now, if someone else is doing that, saying that happened, not that they were eaten by cannibals, but they were in a fight or something, and they survived, and it wasn't true, that'd be stolen valor. They'd be in trouble for that. They would could be prosecuted even for that. If you gain anything, you can rock around saying, "Oh, it was the best military gun in the world. I could wash an airplane with a thing faster than anybody else. I was the fastest airplane washer." Well, you can say that, even though maybe it's not true. But if you say, "I was the fastest airplane washer and I can wash an airplane so fast, give me money because I'm going to do a speech on my ability to wash an airplane faster than anybody else." Well, that could be stolen valor as well. He also said that his son was killed in Iraq when it turns out he died of, was it cancer? I guess, I can't remember. It's so hard to keep track of Joe and his lies. But so also the one for his son died in Iraq. His son was not a combat casualty. He did not die in Iraq. So I was just thinking, they didn't stop him on these. They let him go. They let him, I'm sure they're kind of saying, Joe, come on, yeah. Never happened. And also, it's very easy to prove in today's world. He's not used to that because he is an elderly gentleman. He's not used to that. In fact, as soon as he's done talking, someone can be fact checking while he's saying it. He doesn't have to finish the speech and then go to the history books to find out if he's telling the truth or not. All they have to do is find out instantly, is he telling the truth? And CNN now is going after him. MSNBC, they're saying, this guy's a liar. I mean, if CNN is saying this guy's a liar and he's a Democrat, maybe that's not good. So anyway, he's losing in all 6 swing states. He's losing in double amounts, figures, double whatever, in some of those. But is he being sabotaged because somebody's allowing him to do this? And another thing I was thinking, what do you think about this? Let's just go for the scenario of this, okay? I'm a shoemaker, let's say. I make shoes. Shoes. Is it a cobbler? Whatever. I make shoes. And there's a position opening for the number one cobbler guy. And the number one cobbler guy, he's going to leave after 44 years of making shoes. He's going to go and do something else. He's going to do a different job. Or he's going to retire. Or he's going to pass on. Who knows? So they're going to hire another one. And the most popular guy for that, his name is Jim, and my name is David. And Jim is way more popular, better shoemaker, better whatever in everybody's eyes. And kid a balloon. He petted my dog. We all love him. We love this guy. He's number one. And I'm number 2. So instead of saying, hey guys, I haven't been here as long as the other guy, maybe I'm not as whatever, but I'm good at this. I'm great on answering the phone. Yes, hello, shoe store, shoe repair, how are you, shoemaker, you know, well, really, okay, size 11.5, black, wingtip, got it, you know, and then I go make the shoes. I'm really, really good with the phone, the computer, some of the more modern stuff. The other guy, he's great, but maybe not quite as good at that, and he is good at so many things. But I think where I shine above him is this. That would probably be more effective than if I say, you know, that other shoemaker, he's no good. He's not good. He's terrible. He's horrible. He's the worst shoemaker in the world. He's no good. Don't get him to be a shoemaker. He doesn't know how to make shoes. Why would you have him make shoes when I can make shoes? I'm already making shoes. Let me continue making shoes. I'm a really good shoemaker too. And my great grandpa, he made shoes, and my great grandpa made shoes. And one time I was making combat boots, and then Hitler walked by, and I whacked him on the head with a combat boot, and Hitler said, "Ow!" And then he said something about something, and then he bit his thumb and pointed at me, and then they shot at me, and then I almost knocked his mustache off. You know, so instead of just telling the truth of what's good about me, I say what's bad about him. And what some of the Democrats are finding now is that the things that he says are good about him are mostly lies. They're mostly lies. That's what they're saying on the news, on the liberal media. They're saying when he says he's doing good, they're lies. When he says Trump is doing bad, okay. But when I was thinking about the sabotage thing, or the problems that he's having, they're saying that the Democrats are spending a lot of money to try to convince Democrats to vote for the Democratic candidate. What they should be doing is spending that money on trying to bring over some Republicans to vote for the Democratic candidate to convince them to come on board, or try to get them to at least not vote for the Republican, maybe vote for somebody else, or not vote at all. I guess, I don't know. But they should be spending that money on there. But of the 6 swing states, they're saying that Trump leads in all of them by a lot. So they're spending all that money trying to convince these Democrats, come on back. We're here for you. So instead of trying to run a campaign of I'm great, they're running a campaign of he's worse. You know, and what happens is it's fact checked. They go through the whole thing. His speeches are not true. He's older. He's not. Look at in his hometown. They did the old FJB. I think you know what that stands for. Bad word Joe Biden. And they were flipping off his motorcade, and nobody was showing up for it. He was in his own hometown, and people were not showing up for his campaign, his speeches. They're just not showing up. Now he's an unpopular vice president. So I'm wondering, could it be that he's being sabotaged because someone has to be running that campaign for him? You don't run your own campaign. And he's not running for treasurer at the junior high school that he's attending. He's not a 7th grader running for treasurer trying to go against the seated 8th grader who was treasurer last year. No, he's going for the president of the United States. He's not running his own campaign. Somebody's doing that for him. You know, and so it's full of lies and all that. I just wonder, could it be? Is he being sabotaged? Don't forget, subscribe. But on this issue here, Trump is way ahead. Trump's gonna be our next president, and I'm just wondering, are they not even trying anymore? Or are they not trying? I'm thinking, could it be sabotage? Could there actually be? A lot of the Democrats don't want him to be president of the United States. They don't want him. They didn't want him the first time. They definitely don't want him a second time. They don't like Harris. She's proven to be worse than they thought. And then what they said was, we knew Biden was no good. We knew Harris was no good. We just didn't realize how bad they were. You know, how much to the level of no good are they? We knew Harris is not a good person. She's not a good person. She's not a good leader. She's terrible. You know, Joe Biden has been in politics, for close to 50 years. He lies all the time. Plagiarism. Dropped out of campaigns because he got caught doing all the things. They knew they were no good, but now they're surprised about exactly how bad they are. Is it possible, in your opinion, sit at the convention. They can sit down before the convention and go over everything with him. But they say, look, Joe, you're going to lose. You're going to lose badly. You're losing here. You're going to lose. You know, and they still got more stuff with Hunter, and they're going over the documents that Joe Biden brought home. They're now going sifting through there to see if